everyone, and welcome back to the DM side. Have you considered running the Curse of Strahd book for your players? Do you run it right now and you really kind of just want a little bit extra for them? Well, tune in for today's video because we are unboxing the Curse of Strahd Legends of Barovia miniature set that has only recently just released. So, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content, but let's take it down to the table cam.
Alright, here we go. Look, there he is, Strahd, the man himself. What a handsome centuries-old vampire, wouldn't you say? But this I've been very excited to open up. It's probably one of the most sought-after things that I have been waiting for to come in the mail because I absolutely loved running the Curse of Strahd, and I will be unboxing and going through the Curse of Strahd revamp set once I get it in the mail. But let's have a quick look at the box and then we'll crack straight into it. So, we have, within the Valley of Barovia, there are many stories to be told. Local legends say that the Count von Zarovich has ruled over this valley for generations, and that his land plays host to many powerful beings. Some serve him willingly, and others plot his downfall. Within this box, you will find a bunch of extremely cool minis that are painted by us and to be used on your table. I paraphrased at the end. Let's have a quick look at the box. On the side here, this is what you're going to see as we open it up. So there is a Strahd miniature, him there holding his glass of red wine, or most likely blood. Then we have Madame Eva, who will be fortune telling for your group. And this here is Esmeralda. She can be one of your companions, or she is looking for a gentleman by the name of Rictavio. A little sneak peek of them all in there. Esmeralda, Madame Eva is sliding around. She's come loose. There we are, that is Rictavio just here. He is a fine old gentleman with a vampiric history, basically Van Helsing. Then we have Baba Lyzga, who claims to be the mother of Strahd. Then we have one of the mongrel folk, and my favorite character actually in the entire box. We'll get a good look at it. This is Piddlewick II, a robotic jester made from the original Piddlewick when he was human. Very evil, a little bit hard to convince your players that he's not evil because of, if you have a look close, the glowing red eye is a bit of a dead giveaway. So let's open it up and get all these minis out because Madame Eva definitely looks like she is ready to come on out of that box. All right, here they are all out of the box, and I've obviously put Madame Eva back where she belongs. I really like the backdrop of the mist in the area below the mountains that you actually get in this box. This is a little display piece actually. So we're just gonna have a good close look at them individually and kind of just see if this product is something that you would be interested in. Obviously I've got it, so I'm very interested in it. But let's start with our mongrel folk. Here it comes. All right, so get that nice and close to the camera. I'm a big fan of the detail that is actually on these miniatures. The paint looks really good. I do kind of wish that the base was painted as well, but you know, I can look the other way for that. I really like for the mongrel folk that on one side, he has what looks to be like a human foot, a human face, and it looks to be a gloved hand, or maybe it's a wolf hand on the lantern. I can't quite tell. But then as you turn it around, that's where he begins to change. Even his, the hair up here is missing, and it looks like an ear of a wolf or a dog of sorts is coming up. And then you can see obviously the foot has become this clawed foot, maybe it looks like kind of like a griffin's foot as you move around. And then there's the hand. Looks like I'm assuming that's meant to be his growing fur or something like that. I'm a big fan. I actually really like this. This is really well done. The cape looks really nice for pre-painted miniatures. Very good. A little sturdy. Kind of bends a little bit, but then why would I be bending it? The face is always the hardest thing I find with miniatures. I do paint miniatures myself. I'll show you one or two of mine. I'd love to get them on the channel. It takes a long time to paint them and then to edit the video. But in the future, if you would like to see some painting videos, comment down below and let me know if that's something you would like to see. So that is our mongrel folk. Having one is good. I do kind of wish you had the option to get some more. I know there is a second set which has the abbot in it, and Rose and Thorn from the series as well, which I actually really want because I want those two particular miniatures. You might get some more mongrel folk. I haven't really looked it up. I pre-ordered this one because I wanted Baba Lyzga in particular, and Piddlewick and Strahd. So Here is Baba Lyzga, the mother of Strahd, as she claims. Pretty much kind of what I expected. I do wish there was a bit more color, but she is kind of like a statue, I guess you would say. So, like, she's not made of statues. I do like that she's standing on some bones down here. I think that's a good addition. In the story, she comes flying in on a giant's head, so it kind of makes sense that she's standing on these skulls. It's a bit much to ask for her to be inside of the head of a giant, but that would have been really cool, even if there was a variant. I love the swirls on the back, very, very intricate. I do kind of wish that there was a lighter green in there to show some archaic abilities. Maybe I'll go in there and paint those in myself. But overall, it'll do. It's definitely not my favorite. I think there's a bit more they could have done with this miniature in particular, but it will definitely get the job done, which is nice. So pop her back in. Then we have Madame Eva herself. Obviously, she was rolling around earlier. In closer inspection, it looks as if though, oh, my camera will focus. There we go. Closer inspection, it looks like she's made it. She's okay. Nothing's broken. The only real thing would have been the tarot cards coming out of her hands, which would have been very sad. But one thing that stands out for me in particular for this miniature, and I'll try and get it with some focus on the camera, is the eyes, the face in particular. Eyes are very difficult to do. It's very, very intricate. And I actually really like that they've gotten these, this black outline on the face and then managed to get in these very tiny eyes, which is something that's one of the hardest things I find to do when painting. Other than that, I love the color scheme. I think for a very gothic horror winter feel, this is a very good color scheme for a miniature. I love the cloak, and then it's obviously got the Vistani clothing underneath. Comment down below what your thoughts are on the Vistani. Are you excited for the revamped version? I know that some people are in two minds about it. They think it's the watered down version, the political correct version, and some people are very excited for it because it just adds a little more detail and more depth to the story as well. Here he is, the man of the hour, Strahd von Zarovich. Absolutely gorgeous. I think this is a fantastic miniature. The detail on it for a pre-painted mini, obviously if you were to paint them yourself and really take your time, you would get more detail in there. But I think the detail on this is actually really, really good. The face is very stern. It's very clear. Even him holding his glass, they've painted in just enough of his fingers to actually make it look like you can see through this glass of, looks like watered down blood perhaps, or even just a nice rosé. Maybe he's not a red wine drinker. Maybe he just has the rosé for the sweetness and then the blood for the actual filling. The cape is very nice. I would have liked a bit more swish. It's a little bit scratched actually. I'll have to go over that. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know. He wasn't rolling around and Madame Eva was fine. Yeah, a little bit scuffed on the back. Maybe it's meant to be that way. There's a little bit of marking down here as well, if you can see that. But nothing a quick once over with a brush can't fix. And I love this this fur coat, obviously being up in the cold mountains of Barovia. But that is him, 1 of 14, Strahd von Zarovich. When I ran him, I gave him a thick southern accent. But if I were to run him again, perhaps I would change it for my group, make him full-on old school vampire. Here is the one and only, this is Esmeralda. I can't pronounce her last name as well, Davnir. Now, she's a really cool character. She's not the best companion for your party to make friends with, because to be fair, she's not super strong, but if your party has a cleric and a paladin in the campaign, she's probably a better one to put in because you don't want to just make them overpowered by giving them someone like Mordekainen, or even Rictavio as a stronger version of her. But she's very cool. She's very abrupt, very brash. She's looking for Victario for various reasons. I won't get into it at the moment. In terms of the mini, let's have a look at that face. Let's have a look at those eyes. Get that camera there. This one, not as great as Madame Eva. I do believe Madame Eva has had so far the best painted on face. She looks almost quite chubby on the side there. See if I can get that to focus on her face a bit more. There we go. Yeah, she's looking a little bit chubby there. I do like the little add a bit of silver on the side there. I'm hoping that's for her earrings and not an accident, but I can't see anywhere else silver would be up there for it to be a mistake. And the cloak, this is kind of the swish that I was hoping for Strahd, to be fair. But, I mean, he is having a drink. Why do I have boots 2 different colours? I don't think she has a magic boot in the story. Huh. That's definitely not what I was expecting. Maybe it's a shadow thing? Maybe... Oh, no, there was no sun in Barovia, really. Yeah, maybe that's a bit of a mistake. I might have to go over that with a nice brown and finish colouring it for them, because that is definitely a very greenish boot, and then on the other side she's got a very brown boot. Or maybe she's a bit of a ruffian. Perhaps she just has 2 opposite coloured boots, because it doesn't really matter. The colour doesn't matter. A boot's a boot. If it works, it works. All right, let's move on to her mentor, her friend, her not secret lover, to be fair. Oh, with his walking stick of bendy swordness. This is Rictavio, aka the Van Helsing of the miniatures and the story. I'm loving this cape. The detail on this cape, this cloak, I'm a big fan of. I really, really like the shoulder pads. I love the crinkles in the back. I'm enjoying the pouches on the side, and I love this little tail end that comes down. I do think that this is a very good... Oh, my camera is playing up. There we go. A very good miniature in terms of printing. His arm does look like it's kind of coming off a bit, but it kind of gives this illusion of coming out of a sleeve almost. As we come around, the color scheme is really good. I'm loving the book there, his own, it could be Strahd's book, his tome, or maybe it is his own works. I was reading up not long ago old editions of the Barovia and those sorts of areas. And Rictavio had come up. He's written I believe it's a manual on vampires, liches, werewolves, and all manner of creatures for older editions, which is a really good read if you're thinking of running the Curse of Strahd, just for some more information. Let's have a look at that face. He's got these cool glasses on, so I'm actually a big fan of those. I don't know, have they tried to put dots in there? I don't think so. No, they're just white. So these are these cool goggles. I think they're goggles of seeing in the night, owl sight or something. Very, very cool. Great character, a lot of fun, very flamboyant in my one. And then obviously when they figured out who he was, it became a lot of fun. And now, the very final miniature, my absolute favorite character of all time in the Curse of Strahd is Piddlewick II. This creature has actually showed up twice in my DMing life. I ran him in the Curse of Strahd, where he tried to push my players down a set of stairs, and that didn't quite work. Is he missing an arm? Has he always been missing an arm? I don't think he... Oh, no, he has the one arm, and then he's got the baton, which he bangs a lot and tries to scare people with. But then I ran a one-shot, which was kind of like a return to Barovia, just to kind of see how things were going or what had happened to retrieve the Tome of Strahd. And he obviously wasn't killed in the first one, regenerated, and has been running around. So it was very cool playing him for a second time. Let's see, this camera's going to focus on the miniatures opposed to my fingers so much. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Look at that. Very detailed. The color scheme's great. I think it's very neat. It's very tidy. Have a look at that face if it'll keep focus. Let's go back a bit. A lot of detailed work on there for the mouth, so I'm really impressed with this one. This was the main one I really wanted to have a good mini of, so I'm actually really happy that he's come out so well. And that is it. If you were considering getting these miniatures, you've now had a bit of a sneak peek. Let me know in the comments what you think.
That's all we have time for today. If you really like these miniatures, comment down below what was your favorite one. Also, if you're running Curse of Strahd, let me know how the story is going. It's one of my favorite modules, and I'd always love to hear how it is being run by another DM. See you in the next video.